Opposition MP Saddam Hosein warned that unprotected borders create an open season for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. During his contribution to the fiscal 2024 budget debate, he criticized the government for failing to properly equip the Coast Guard to secure the country's borders and prevent illegal trafficking of weapons, narcotics, and humans. Hosein argued that despite billions spent on national security annually, citizens still do not feel safe. Kandace Jackson tells us more.
Opposition MP Saddam Hosein expressed disappointment that the Minister of National Security, Fitzgerald Hines, offered no reassuring solution for Trinidad and Tobago's porous borders.
The member could not give a justification, Madam Speaker, for the statements being made by the Chief of Defence Staff with respect to the Coast Guard vessels. There are 8 long vessels, Madam Speaker, and none working. Not a single vessel is working.
The majority of the Coast Guard vessel fleet, including the 2 Cape-class vessels purchased in 2019, are currently down for repairs. As a result, most Coast Guard officers are limited to working on land and at bases around the country. Opposition MP Saddam Hosein criticized the government for stating they cannot expect to control violent crime with Coast Guard officers confined to land duties.
And then he tells us about military-grade weapons are being used in crime scenes. Well, how did it get here? We don't manufacture firearms in Trinidad and Tobago. They had to be imported in Trinidad and Tobago. But when you have the borders, Madam Speaker, without any security, when you have over 132 entry points in Trinidad and Tobago and you have no Coast Guard vessels out there, you expect the firearms to get in here.
Hosein highlighted that despite billions of dollars spent on national security each year, the security forces remain under-equipped to carry out their duties effectively.
So you have, Madam Speaker, a TTPS without vehicles, a Coast Guard without boats, and an Air Guard without plane and pilot. So the Air Guard can't fly, the Coast Guard can't sail, and the TTPS cannot drive.
Hosein also criticized Minister Hines for refusing to take responsibility for the failures in national security.
Do you think any other Minister of National Security could survive in any cabinet in any part of the world having a record of 2,100 murders under his watch?
Hosein stated that the only hope for citizens regarding crime is a change in the government of Trinidad and Tobago. Kandace Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.